Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
Don't shoot. Which I need some proof. Just watch my videos, man.
Video and then, you know, you just showing all your 2,500. I said, okay. All right, that's me with that.
68 hours, so it was $2,075.60.
I work like 70, I don't remember, like 73, 74 hours. I made like 3,400, close to 3,500.
I made $2,001.
62 hours, and I had 2,400.
Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have another winner of the 2 racks a week challenge, man. Here we have Brandon. Brandon, do a quick introduction. Let them know which market you're driving in and which platform you're driving on.
Yes, sir, man. My name actually is David, man.
It's David? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm actually in the Houston area, Houston, Texas, you know,
Okay.
and I drive for Uber.
All right.
It's great.
All right. And how long have you been driving Uber?
I've been doing it for about going on 11 months now.
11 months? Oh, damn. So new.
Yeah.
So prior to you driving Uber, what exactly were you doing before then?
Before that, I was working at Comcast,
Okay.
doing that for quite a while, and right before that, I was working at Chevrolet, Parkway Chevrolet.
Okay. Not too shabby. And what exactly, what was the catalyst for you to, do this ride share?
Man, I wanted to spend more time with my kids, my family, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And you couldn't do that at either one of those jobs.
Yeah. How many hours a week did they have you working at the other jobs? Were you working 2 jobs at once, or you just?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
All right.
At the Comcast, it was about 40 hours a week. And at the dealership, man, it was like 12-hour days, you know.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, damn. So, 12-hour days, especially at a dealership. What exactly, I know you said you wanted to spend more time with family, but out of all the opportunities and other jobs, why like Uber?
Man, to be honest with you, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that was the question. Like, why Uber?
To be honest with you, I wasn't even thinking about it, man. My girl brought it up to me. Shout out to her.
Oh,
She
shout out
brought
to
it
her.
up. Yeah, I was going to do DoorDash, and I'm like, man, this is simple. Just put some food in the car or whatever. But then she was like, you should try Uber. Like, you get a lot of money with that, and people trust Uber more than, DoorDash and stuff. So I said,
Okay.
let me try it. And I tried the delivering the food first, but that just wasn't doing it. So I
Man,
started with like a couple rides, and then
the rest is
so, yeah,
history.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm glad to have you on here because, like I was telling you before we even did this interview, like you're the first person in Houston, Texas, to hit the 2 racks. People,
Hey,
like people been asking me, like, oh, I live in Houston. Is it possible in Houston, or can you make it in Houston, Texas? And we haven't had nobody from Houston, but now, ladies and gentlemen, here you are, the very first person from Houston, Texas, to hit 2 racks. So congratulations. I've been waiting for. I'm like, damn. We had Dallas. I think we had probably some other, I know Austin and
San
now
Antonio, right?
I think so. I can't remember. It's been so many of them. I can't even remember. But I
Yeah.
know now we finally got Houston, man. So you start off doing the deliveries, and that's why I said, man, like a lot of people they want to do deliveries, but it's like it's not hyped up, man. The rides are much better. You don't have to,
Way better.
you don't have to get out the car and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
hell yeah. And I remember you reaching out to me a few months ago, like wanting some advice, but it seemed like you figured out things on your own. So once you transition from, the 9 to 5, working the dealership, and what was the other one? The Chevrolet? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chevrolet. What exactly, like, did you have to change about, your daily disciplines, your schedule? Like, what exactly did you change and learn from working for yourself and working at a 9 to 5?
Working at the dealership, for anybody that did that, they know it's really relaxed up until you get customers. So you just really sitting down all day.
Mm.
A little bit different than this. So whenever I switched over to this from the dealership and Comcast, first, you get used to driving and all the fast food and all
Yeah.
that all day. The discipline that came with it, I had to stop eating while driving completely. Stop eating while driving. Stop sitting because you sit in a spot too long and it can get busy on the other side of town. So really just keep on driving. You're gonna make
Hmm.
it back.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Aside from that, can't watch much TV. I mean, this is just my personal
Oh, yeah,
preferences.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Can't watch a lot of TV. You can't go back to the house until you're done. Like just park. If you're gonna do something, park for about 5 minutes in the area. If it ain't popping, move around and go do
Yep.
something else.
Hmm. And once you said you couldn't eat, what exactly were you eating?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I was eating McDonald's, Sonic, Burger King, anything I could get my hands on, bro. I
Yeah.
was eating it, but that's not it. I was making like whenever I was doing that, I was making probably like 1,200, 1,300 bucks a week doing that.
Hmm.
And once I stopped and just kept on driving and stuff, I started hitting like 16, 18, and then now where I'm at now.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that because I was just doing like this course that I'm working on or whatever, and I mentioned that like you'll be surprised the type of food that you put into your body can make you real lethargic and sluggish, especially if it's all greasy. Like you eat a burger, some fries, or chili cheese dogs or chili cheese fries, and like 30, 40 minutes later, you be like, damn, man, I need a nap. Then you be ready to go home. So like eat light, eat
Yeah,
smaller portions so you can stay, on the road and, stay, what's the words I'm looking for? Stay focused. Because,
yeah,
man, those heavy meals, they're going to tear you up. You're going to be ready to go home and take a nap or pull over and rest. So I like that.
man. Listen, bro, another thing I want to tell to all drivers that's actually wanting to listen, because most people don't want to listen and they stay failing.
Mm.
Stop going in an area with all kind of Uber drivers. You are not gonna get no rides, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's definitely good advice.
yeah.
Because I'm trying to picture how Houston is, because I just only hear things. So I know a lot of people say, "Oh, Houston, man, it's a lot of traffic." In Houston, like you'll be sitting in traffic a lot. So describe what it's like driving in Houston. What exactly did you like learn, like as far as like strategy? Like what areas did you have to be in? Like you said, right now, don't go to areas where there's a bunch of Uber drivers and move around.
So for me, I memorize the times. Like I drive at all types of different times of the day just to see what it was like. And driving in the daytime is just horrible. That sucks. I never
Mm,
drive in the daytime no more.
okay.
I'll start at like 9 o'clock at night and work all the way up until traffic start in the morning, and I cut it off.
Okay.
That's it. The areas, I would say the Heights, I would say downtown. For anybody that really knows Houston, the airport is not it. It is absolutely not it, and I would say that with a complete exclamation mark. Um, I would stay away from, northeast or northwest, things like that. Just really downtown. If you stay in downtown and you stay in the Heights, you'll never not be busy. I don't care what
Mm,
time of the day it is.
okay.
Yeah.
Man,
And I
that's
don't do nothing other than XL. Nothing else.
oh, you just do strictly Excel.
Strictly XL. Nothing
Oh,
else.
okay, okay.
Yep.
Shout out, man. See, that's great advice. And I think the most important thing that you said is, you testing out different times.
Mhm.
A lot of times, people they want the easy fix. They just want to get out there and make money or make 2 racks right away. And sometimes, man, it's a little learning curve. You got to go out there. You got to test out different times, test out your market, see what times are more optimal to drive. And
Mm.
you know, some people they prefer nighttime. Some people prefer day, or depending on their responsibilities, some people can only drive one or the other. But the most important thing is actually getting out there and learning. And
Yeah.
but for some reason, people they afraid to learn. It's like they're afraid to fail, but you don't really fail because you get all the information and the data that you need.
Man, if you don't mind, I give some advice to some
Yeah,
of the
go ahead.
drivers.
Hmm.
If you driving, and I've did each one of them, and I've seen the progress for each one. If you driving X, man, I'm telling you right now, you gonna be working. Like get over the humps, you gonna be working. You're gonna be
Okay.
humping to hit 2,000. If you're doing comfort, you can hit it pretty quick. But the busiest one of all platforms is always going to be X. It's not going to be nothing else. But you're gonna have to, deal with the amounts.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, I,
yeah.
I found XL to be good for me just because I know the areas and I know the times to hit them.
Mm.
But it took me a lot to go through first before I got to that point.
Yeah, fair enough. So within 11 months that you've been driving, at what month did you switch over to doing XL?
Um, I say around August.
Okay, so what month, like, was that month like 8 or
Yeah.
month 8?
It's either August or September, a couple months ago.
Oh, okay, all right, nice. All right, there we
Yeah,
go. That's how I was trying to. All right, so you got the experience of pretty much doing all of them. The
right.
X, Comfort,
I
XL.
did X for about 3 months. I did Comfort for another 3 months, and then I kind of kept it moving from there.
Oh, nice, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, X and then Comfort, and then I did them together for a while to see how the differences were, and then I just completely switched to XL after
Yeah. All right, now looking at, look like you have a third row. So what you driving?
that. I don't know if you know the Volkswagen Atlas.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, I'm not familiar, but it looks like a nice car. Yeah. So you the
it's the
third row
biggest
driver.
Volkswagen
Oh,
SUV.
nice. All
Yeah,
right. And XL, keeps you pretty much busy, or is there like normally?
crazy busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I do rides that most people won't do. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like most people like to stay local and, go like 15, 20 minutes up the street. I like to do 2 or 3 hour rides. That's my favorite
Oh,
mode.
damn.
Yeah.
So they get so like what is a 2 to 3 hour ride in Houston? It's like Houston to what city?
Let's just say a 2.5 hour drive. That's San Antonio, Houston to
Okay.
San Antonio.
Damn.
Um, 3 hour. Well, my last ride I did was a 5 hour ride. That was Houston to Shreveport, Louisiana.
Louisiana?
Yeah,
Shit, damn.
yeah,
Now,
man.
how often do you get rides like that?
If we talking just rides that's over a couple hours every single day.
Really?
Yeah. Now the 5 hour one, that's like maybe twice a week, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So okay, so it's popping down there, especially if you got the XL. Is it like a group of people, or is just maybe like 3 people? They just want some more space and a more comfortable ride for that type of journey.
It's really just for the comfortable ride. I usually
Yeah.
have 2 people back there just on the XL ride.
Shit. Hey, shout out to them, man. And I
Yeah.
and I know a lot of people like, well, how much does something like that pay? Because I don't want to drive 2-3 hours and it don't pay.
Listen, just getting a regular ride in Houston is never gonna happen. Like
Mm.
never gonna happen. Rare. But I work most of the railroad. Like the railroad workers,
Hmm.
I take them to and from one train to another one. And they only do XL rides. And it's busy all day long.
Mm.
So they
Okay.
only have 2 people, but they have a lot of stuff that they put in the back. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So yeah, that's
Damn,
where
man,
the
that's
money
that's
is.
what's up, man. And so did you pretty much like learn this along the way, or once you start to drive like X, you be like, damn, I see like it's an opportunity for real. Like, how did you get to this point? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because it seemed like you got a whole strategy. You was actually aware of the opportunities. Like, let me switch over to XL. I can make more money, get these longer rides, or you just pretty much was learning on the fly?
So kind of on the fly. Like I
Yeah.
was doing X for a while and watching your videos, and it's kind of stay hard. It's kind of hard to stay motivated
Oh.
doing this.
Hmm.
So I watch your videos, and I see I seen one video you did with this guy that did never wanted to get out of bed, and he
Oh
was
yeah,
like, "It's
yeah,
raining
yeah,
outside." I was like, "Yeah, this guy lazy, bro."
yeah.
So I wanted to prove to the X people that no matter what, you can still hit close to 2 grand. And I
Hmm.
got up doing X by itself. I got up to like 1758,
Okay.
and then I went to the next thing, comfort, got up to 18, and then I made a mistake and clicked on XL once, and it gave me a ride that was like a lot for a real short distance. I was like, oh
Okay.
snap. And that was a railroad ride.
Mm.
So from that point, I started talking to the people and I'm like, yo, when else can I do this? And they just like, man, just park and you're gonna stay busy. And sure enough, bro. That's
Oh,
it.
that's what's up, man. That's crazy that one simple mistake you accidentally clicking on Excel end up benefiting you so much, man.
Yes.
And that's what's up because that's what I be telling people, man. You have to be out there. You have to learn your market, and the longer you're out
Mhm.
there, the more opportunities will come. I mean, if you stay home and you get frustrated, you got a negative mindset. It's like you miss out on all these opportunities. Cause like imagine if you'd have just threw in the towel, you'd have missed that. You'd have definitely missed
I've
that.
done that. I've
Hmm.
done it. I'm not gonna lie to nobody, bro. There's been times
Oh yeah, for
where
sure.
I felt like it was slow days, and I'm like, man, I'm just gonna go home, man. I don't feel like doing this.
Yep.
And I lose all kind of money, sit out with $22 a
Yeah.
day or something. And then I was like, I'm not coming back home until I
Yeah.
see this particular amount,
Mm.
you know.
Hell
But
yeah,
yeah.
that's good. And I know you mentioned like and a lot of people have been through this. Like they lose motivation. Like after the honeymoon phase is over, like damn man, here we go, and I got to drive again, talk to people, be out here a bunch of hours. How do you motivate yourself? Like how do you stay consistent?
I listen to a lot of, I listen to a lot of your videos. When I'm not listening to that, I'm listening to Eric Thomas. No
Okay.
lie. And he do a lot of motivating. And if I don't have nothing to listen to, then I'm just driving around watching the other Uber drivers eat, smoke, sit down, and
Right,
it's like,
right.
bro, all this money they got out here, y'all not even
Hmm.
trying to get it. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And it can get like monotonous. Um, one way and one thing I keep myself motivated is just keeping my why and my long term goal and vision like in the back of my mind. Just keep reinforcing that. Why am I doing this? And trust me, like I've been through the same things. It's not like I always feel motivated to do it. No, but most of the time, I remain disciplined, keep my why, and get out there and make shit happen. And like David said, it's definitely been times where I go out there and it's just slow. I'm like, damn, like what's going on? Like, you
Yeah.
know, you turning off the app, you turn the app back on, you reset your cell phone. Like maybe it's my
Hmm.
service. Like I never been online and it's this slow. But then, all it really takes is a couple rides to really put you back in the game. So, just stay with it, remain, disciplined and, trust the process. And I think it will make it a lot easier if you get an early start. If you get an
That's
early
for
start
sure.
or if you like nighttime, you have to learn that particular driving pattern, that routine. But man, the money is definitely gonna be out here. A lot of y'all just have to trust the process.
It's not a lot of people that's gonna want to work the graveyard shift, man. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's hard
Yeah.
to stay awake. It is
Ah,
hard to pick and point where the traffic at. Like I
yeah.
mean, the traffic as for making money.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I like to say too, I've heard a lot of drivers talk about they lose motivation after a customer race them bad. Man, listen,
Oh,
I
for
done
real?
been deactivated. Yeah, I done been deactivated twice
Okay.
behind some BS stuff
Mm-hmm.
that customers say.
Mm-hmm.
And I done had my stars go down to 494. I'm at 499 now.
Okay.
But um to y'all who don't know, after that happens, man, you just got to keep getting rides, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it.
don't let it deter you. Keep getting rides, and it falls off after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a rating. When you really think about it, it's like what's gonna happen if you have a 4.99 and 5.0 compared to let's say you have a 4.89. How is your life going to change? Like it doesn't really
Man.
matter. So don't get caught up in that because they just trying to find a way to keep you accountable and somewhat like gamify it, in my opinion. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but like have you chasing these ratings, but man, at the end of the day, you know, you got to chase them dollars, man.
Yep. And another
Dollars.
thing, bro, what most people don't know that Uber never told you is that whenever you keep declining rides, if you do that back and forth, you're gonna be looking at trip radar all day long. Nothing else. Yeah,
So
you're
that's
gonna be doing it.
okay. Yeah, that's new. I never
Mm-hmm.
heard that, but
Yeah,
all right, yeah, I'm at to pay attention to that because I'm like, damn,
yeah.
that's probably why I get a lot of trip radars. But
Yeah,
so
if
I'll
you
be thinking.
decline them so much,
Mhm.
they put you on a list, and the only thing they keep throwing at you is trip radars. I done did it. You know what I'm saying? And when I stopped declining them and I started accepting almost every ride as long as
Yeah,
it looked
yeah,
good, they keep coming through exclusive.
fair enough, man.
Yeah.
Damn, man. So within this past 11 months, man, you learned a lot. How many trips are
All
you
right.
at right now total?
About to hit 3,000.
All right, shout out to you, man. So
Thanks,
yeah,
man.
you learned a lot. You sound like a definitely a veteran, driver within this, short period of time, man. You have experience on X, Comfort, and now XL. So talk about, like the earning process, like the journey. Like once you started, like your first week or first couple weeks, uh, like what was the highest, let's say like the first 3 months, like what was the highest that you made?
First 3 months, highest I ever made was the 1750,
Okay.
and the first week was $300.
The first week?
Yeah, because I just didn't know, what I was
Oh, okay,
doing.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. And yeah, how did you even find like my content and about the whole 2 racks a week challenge?
Oh man, I was just looking up Uber stuff, bro, and
Yeah.
yours popped up like under the second one.
Oh, okay.
And I
Hell
don't
yeah.
know. It seemed like it was gonna be entertaining at first just by the way the caption was, and I really got into it. I was like, yo, he really teaching right now.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So I started watching it up in the car whenever I had breaks in between, and then I watch it at home on YouTube. And bro, I started getting it. It was one way you was like, man, just outrun it. Like work the 84 hours just to see what it's like.
Yeah.
I said, let me check it out. And I did it 1 month. I mean, 1 week I did it.
Uh-huh.
And
And
I didn't see it,
didn't
but it
see
was
it?
just because I was doing the fast food thing and I kept getting tired.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think the most important thing is you actually did it. Uh,
yeah.
I say do it for a few reasons. One, to see how much money that you could potentially make in your market from the most objective standpoint. And number two, it's really for yourself, man. It's, because a lot of people who transition into doing this, they struggle with being disciplined, they struggle with working and like self motivating themselves because it's easy not to work. I mean, if you don't want to work,
Hmm.
you just stay home. And that's where people struggle. That's when they get behind. And if I say, "Oh, drive 84 hours," like, "Oh, that's too many hours." That's who want to do that. I'm like, all right, but you already taking yourself out the game, man. It's like
Yeah.
you don't have to do it forever. You could just do it 1 week for your whole life. See what you get. And most of the time, people they surprise themselves. I'm like, damn, I made the most money that I made before, but at the end of the day, you definitely gonna learn something. Either you're going to learn about your market, most important, you're going to learn about yourself. Because let's say, even though you didn't hit that target, but once you actually execute it at the 84-hour mark, yeah, how did you feel?
Man, I felt all right, not the best,
Uh
only
huh.
because I knew what the problem was.
Yeah.
And I ain't liked it. But being able to do the full 84 hours, I was like, man, I could do this. This ain't gonna be
Yeah.
no problem.
Okay. Yeah, I like see.
Um,
Mhm.
Huh?
No, I'm saying I like that mindset because it's either one or the other. But all right, yeah, cool. Like let me check this out. Let me try it. See what he's talking about. Or you got the flip side. People like, nah, I ain't doing that. That's too much. Like he's crazy, and they just will. They do. Why would I go out there only do $4 rides and then they don't reap the benefits.
You're gonna eventually talk to some other Houston drivers that eventually either gonna hit it or they're gonna get around it, and ask them if they know me because I speak to a lot of them. And I
Okay.
tell them, bro, you lazy. You lazy. You either gonna work for somebody
No,
else
for real.
and they gonna tell you what you gonna make, or you
Hmm.
gonna get out here and you gonna hustle, work all the hours, but you figure out what you gonna make. Like on your own. Nobody gonna tell you
Exactly.
nothing. Nobody tell you how to drive. You do what you want at your own pace.
Yeah. So once you tell them pretty much or hold them accountable, how do they react to that?
They don't like it. They don't like it. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, man," and you could tell somebody that's
Yeah.
gonna really listen. "Oh yeah, man, I got it, man. I'm gonna apply it." Or I got to the point where I was doing rides during the week, and on the weekends I go to Galveston and wait for the cruise terminals to come in, the cruise ships.
Hmm.
And I was doing that, just making $300 a day, just going to Galveston for Saturday and Sunday,
Yeah.
you know. But then I said I'm gonna stay away from all that and just do the rides and then go mess with the railroads whenever I feel like that's big.
Mm.
That's got me successful, man. And you
Yeah,
can't
man.
drink. You can't drink. That's
Right.
another
Right.
thing. Not liquor. I'm talking about water. Don't have
Oh.
nothing with you while you driving because every time you drink too much, you're gonna be stopping every time they have to use the
Oh
bathroom
yeah.
in between.
Yeah.
You
See.
gotta
I
you
drink a
gotta be
lot of
real
water when
disciplined.
I'm
You do?
driving. Oh yeah.
That's
I
understandable.
try to.
Everybody got their own
Yeah,
thing.
I try to, get the workout in, but you definitely right. So what I do is I just keep a bottle with me, and that's my bathroom. So,
I got
but
you.
yeah, so if you drink a lot of water, he is right. So that's like the downside of it. But
Yeah.
that's fun. All right, so now people gonna be wondering like, all right, how much exactly did you make? So let me pull up the screenshot. Let me share my screen 'cause I have. Oops. 1 second. Put this up. All right, here we go. All right. So this was your earnings from, make this bigger. Yep. From December 2nd through December 9th. You see it 53 hours and 21 minutes. Damn, 31 trips. I didn't even look at the trips. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
31 trips for 2013. Ah, that makes sense because like that XL.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm looking, I'm like, damn, only 53 hours. I'm like, that shit must have been popping. And
Hmm.
so if you want to, you could talk about, like this particular week, like the Monday through Saturday, if you like. Because I seen Wednesday.
Oh,
How much did you make Wednesday?
Wednesday, $620.
God damn.
Yeah.
Shit, let's talk about the Wednesday then. Like, what happened that day?
Wednesday was the day I went to Shreveport. That was the
Okay.
5 hour trip. That paid $380
In
for that
5
trip.
hours? Man, that's
Yeah. And then other trips I had like a couple of the $100 trips
mm-hmm.
and then just some local trips after that.
Shit, man. For 6 days, that's like 5 trips a day. How long are the
Yeah.
waiting periods?
In between, honestly, man, I might sit for like 30 to 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
shit, I think that's worth it. I mean, if you get a $100, $200-300 trip, bam,
Hmm.
53 hours and 31 trips, it's like, man, you get to chill. And
Yeah.
because a lot of people are, well, how much money you gonna spend in gas and all that, but it don't look like it's
$40
okay. Not
for
too
that
bad.
for that 5 hour trip because you gotta think I'm doing that 5 hour trip and then I gotta drive back because I can't drive in Louisiana.
Right, right.
So I'm driving back empty handed all the way. So that's about 10 hours if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to know how to work the system also.
Right.
Like most people would think you could only work 12 hours a day. Nah, you could work a max of 16 hours a day if you want to
Mm,
put in the time.
right.
But you got to know how to work it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Damn, 600. But it seemed like Friday you made even more than Wednesday.
Mm, I don't think so. I don't remember. I think that was like a $500 day.
On Friday or Wednesday?
Friday I think was a $500 day.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to look back at it again.
Hey, but hey, man, still 2 racks a week, $2,013, 53 hours, 21 minutes, 31 trips, man. Job well done. Damn. That
But
exit.
man, I stay at it, bro. Like you gonna have relationship problems when it comes to this. You just
Okay.
gotta know how to talk to your lady if you got one, or you just gotta know how to stay disciplined. Like, hey, look, we want a real good future, and I want to put in that time right now so we can enjoy it in the 40s or
Mm,
however that goes. And what I do is I'll come home, I might watch TV for about 30 minutes or whatnot, spend a little bit of time, with my lady, or I'm gonna go to sleep. And when I get up, I'm gonna get myself together and I'm getting back out there.
yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
ain't too
fair
much
enough.
breaking.
Yeah, man. Like you're right. You could. The potential is definitely there to have, relationship problems if they're not understanding. And I also think that's why a lot of guys aren't willing to really get out there and try to make their dreams and their vision come true, is because they got a woman or somebody, a woman that's gonna be talking shit or nagging them. But I don't, and like, oh well, my girl, she gonna be complaining and it's like shit. You holding yourself back, or she holding you back?
Man, it's the greatest advice I got for y'all, man. A feminine woman want to go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna want you to get back out there and go get the bucks. A
Right.
masculine woman gonna want to keep you in that house and keep you from hustling. Don't
Yeah.
want that. That's
Fair
it.
enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah, man. Because this stuff, this the type of earning potential that's out there. So,
Yeah.
damn.
But I also do 600 miles a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Like
you
I'm
out there? You
at
out there driving?
613 right now. Yeah.
Okay. Damn. 600 miles a day. That's a lot. But hey, man, like shit. You making the income. What's the goal now as far as you trying to hit 3,000 or?
Now, honestly, I haven't thought about it, but I'm definitely trying to reach up to three. That's for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah. I want to see 10K
I think you
a
could do
month.
it.
I'm talking about, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because you told me you didn't drive today, so that could have been like, yeah, I think you could definitely do 10K month, because 10K for 30 days, I want to say is around like 357 a day. Let me see.
357. Because I know that 2K was like 284, right?
Oh
Or
well, if
287.
you drive every day,
Yeah.
it's 333. But let's say
Okay.
if you drive, let's say 10,000, and you took each Sunday off, you divide that by 26. So that'll be 384. Let's do 10,000 times or divided by 27. Oops, syntax error. Divided by 27. Yeah, so if you want 10K, you take 3 days off, that'll be 370 a day that you have to make. So yeah, I know you could definitely do it. You'll figure it out. You're a smart guy. So,
Yes,
best
sir.
of best of luck to you on that journey. Um, now like 3,000 trips in, on your way, you made 2 racks, Uber X, Comfort, Uber XL, on your way to making $10,000 plus. What would you say holds most drivers back, or why do you think most drivers don't make $2,000?
Uh, complaining,
Yeah,
complaining. They watching too much of the negative content rather than the positive, because
yeah.
they got way more negative out
Oh,
there
for
than positive.
sure, for
You
sure.
know, like I ain't gonna mention the guys, but they got a couple channels that's on YouTube other than yours, and it's straight negative. They telling them to decline, decline, decline. Not really helping, man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not. It's really not helping because you're right. It is a lot of negative channels, but that's how it is, man. It's a lot easier to be negative than hold yourself accountable and find
yeah,
the benefits of doing this. Because people they'll tell you decline. Okay, fine, you decline. Now what's next? How's that
yeah.
gonna help you in your future? How's it gonna help you get closer to your goals? How's it gonna help you pay bills? Take your kids or family on vacation, invest in that business idea that you was gonna start. It's not. A lot of people are arrogant because for most of us, this is one of the best things for you to do if you don't have significant education or skills that you could really leverage to make, $5,000 in a few hours or whatever the case may be. So you got somebody telling you to decline rides or know your worth or whatever their sayings are. But I mean, if you just coming from like a warehouse or a factory job and you was making, let's say, $500 a week, it's like even if you making $1,000 or $1,200 a week, you just doubled your income.
Yeah,
So like what are you upset or what are you complaining about? I don't get it. So you're right. Like people complain, and most importantly, people they don't have a desire to do it.
that's it,
They don't
right
have
there.
they don't have a strong desire, or they don't want to commit to doing it. Like people, yeah,
Yeah,
I would like to make it, but you don't want to commit to doing it, and that's what separates the 2 racks a week winners from your average driver who's just stuck in the cycle of complaining and rage.
what really starts it is when you get a bad rating. When you get a bad rating and you start off, man, that'll really take you down if you allow it.
Hmm.
You know, that or having a bad passenger that might get in the car and switch up the location and you trying to get off in the next hour.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
just
man.
annoying. Yeah,
Yeah.
you man, you learn a lot from this, and one thing that I know for sure for myself is, man, like doing this, I just gained so much patience.
Me
Just
too.
dealing with people, their different personalities, different things people say. People get in the car, but oh, can I change the location? Like, damn, like go ahead, like whatever. Even now, uh, people not schedule, they select Uber pool like a share ride. Then they come with
Hmm.
like 2 people. I'm like, bro, you selected a share ride, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, whatever, just get in, man. Sometimes I just tell them get in, but it's just easier, just get in. Let me do the ride and drop
Yeah.
you off compared to me not doing the ride and risking you saying something stupid to try to get me deactivated because you upset based on your mistakes. I'm like, whatever, just get in. So you learn a lot about yourself and like becoming patient and overcome your emotions. And I think that's the most important part about this, and that's what most channels are not explaining it to drivers. They don't want to push you so you can become better. It's a lot easier to get on camera and just talk shit, because it
Hmm.
requires no work. You can just find an article. Oh, look what they're doing. But it's like you're not working, you're not showing the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
You're not inspiring nothing. Like that content is trash, man.
Man, listen, bro. My lady like to cook, bro.
Okay,
So with her loving to cook and everything, she rather me be home when the food is done.
fair
And
enough.
likely, I'm getting a request right now, but likely, whenever you go home, if she's asking you to come home at that time, you don't have no discipline. You gotta be able to be like, look, I'm gonna eat whenever I'm done. I'm sorry, but I gotta get out here and make as much as I
Mm,
can. Because after you eat, you ain't trying to get back out there. You trying to relax.
All right, man. And that's the thing. You mentioned it earlier. You know, man, if you go home, like I'm only gonna go home for
So,
like, especially if you got, especially your girl there. I'm only gonna go home for like, 20 minutes. Bullshit. You're gonna be there an hour, hour and a half. You're gonna eat, you're gonna
yeah.
get comfortable. Next you take a nap with her. Your whole day is set behind. But since you getting requests, we gonna go ahead and get ready to end this.
Oh, that was a reservation. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
reservation. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I
not.
ain't working here.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I
Yeah,
know you're trying to get your money.
yeah,
But yeah, man, just staying disciplined. That's the most important part because a lot of distractions will come up. People they gonna invite you places, but you want to do this. You want to go
yeah.
to this concert. You want to go to the sporting game, and just get comfortable with saying no.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, people they feel like, oh, if I have to work, 50, 60 plus hours, I don't have a life, which in reality isn't true because you're supposed to be on a journey to build the life of your dreams. So that requires you to sacrifice, right? And if you're not willing to
Yeah.
sacrifice, that's perfectly fine. But, in my opinion, I think you're gonna be stuck where you at and be in the cycle of frustration and worry and doubt and fear. And I don't
Mhm.
think it's a good place. Just think how many people came on. I think you're the 100 second interview that I've done and recorded.
Yeah.
Think how many people come on that's actually, happy, like they achieved something. They had to work through it, learn. It's like, they overcome the adversity and these challenges and, they winners, man. And that's why this content is so different. It's because it shows winners, not just me, but everybody
Hmm.
else who wins in different markets. And y'all don't have any excuse because you see the markets that they're in. It's
Real
all over
talk.
the country, so you can see it. And all it takes is that one person. Now we got somebody from Houston, Texas, the first person. Now you can open up that door for y'all and inspire you like, damn, somebody in Houston finally did it. Now let me try. Let me reach out to him, and see
Yeah.
how I could do it. Like, what am I doing wrong?
I
Mhm.
guarantee you, it's just a discipline. That's
Yeah,
all it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. It's just a discipline, man. And one last question before we get up out of here: why do you think this challenge is so important?
Man, first of all, the shirt flies hell.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna send you the
Yeah.
link after this. Yeah,
But it's more important because it teaches you discipline. It just like you said, it teaches you extreme patience, not just for rides, but for dealing with almost anything. Because you
yeah,
got different types of customers. So I would say those two are major.
yeah. Man, patience, your goals, self reliant. There's so many benefits to doing this that, like I said, most people on the internet are not talking about. But
Yeah.
patience, man, it's definitely key because it's like you're not in a rush to do anything. You just chilling. Like life is just a breeze. Like you really just chilling. Like even when you out
Yeah.
in the world, let's say you're going to get like a sandwich or some food, everybody's in a rush. Like they upset. Like I went to
Mm.
like a month ago, went to grab some lunch, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to order, and this is guy, he just kind of like behind me. He in a rush, because I get it. Like his break is real short. He got to go back to work,
Mhm.
but I'm chilling, man. I'm taking my time. I'm trying to figure out what I want to eat. I'm talking. I'm kicking it, talking shit to the cashier. I'm having a good time, enjoying life. But these people, they're so miserable, and they're oh well, he huffing and puffing and hey, excuse me, can you open up this register so I can order? She like, no. Like I'm looking at him like, bro, like, wait. He getting all upset, kind of side eyeing me. I'm like, whatever. But it's just people like that, man. And
Yeah.
you don't want to be that person because you setting your own goals. You're on your own journey. You never in a rush to do anything. You become patient. You dealing with different type of personalities. And oftentimes you're gonna have to be the one to diffuse certain situations to keep yourself balanced so you don't stoop down to their level because these people are just so neurotic and so emotional. They be ready to crash out over something dumb. Even food, like, bro, you're not even at like a 5-star restaurant or Michelin star restaurant. You at something that's quick and you about to blow
Yeah,
up over a fucking sandwich or a salad. Like, come on, man. Get a grip, man.
that's ridiculous to me, man. I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, like whenever you have customers that get in the car, do you play your own music or do you have like playlists on deck?
I used to have playlists, but now I just play the radio. I don't care. Cause
Gotcha.
and the reason why I just play the radio, cause most people they have their headphones at this point. They got like ear pods, or they put their own headphones in, or at least play like low enough so it's not like too disturbing. And I have my own headphones in. I don't care. You
Okay.
know, some people they oh, can you turn it up? Or they'll just put their own ear pods in. I'm like, oh, good, and I just turn it off, and I just do
Yeah,
my own thing.
I feel that.
Yeah,
That was a big question I had because
yeah,
I got like all kind of playlists and usually I can pinpoint what a customer might want to listen to before they
right,
get in the
right.
car. And that's how I make most of my tips,
All right,
playlists.
nice. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I think I make most of my tips just from like talking, having conversations, cracking jokes, and
Mhm.
I think people really like to have a conversation because depending on where they're coming from, what I hear is, oh well, I like to talk to my Uber drivers because where I live is it's a lot of foreigners and they can't really speak English. So I
Yeah,
appreciate getting to an Uber or Lyft and I can have a conversation. Which all right, cool, fair enough. So I just try to say what's up and see how they're going, and I think also in certain cities, like I know I'm in Las Vegas, you in Houston. I think cities like that that's known for like a lot of tourism and like parties, uh, especially at night. People are a little bit more uplifted and like joyous, if that's the word. Like they
right.
about to go out and enjoy themselves compared
Yeah.
to like, oh man, I got to go to work and all like pissed off. But at nighttime, they be ready to get lit. So I can only imagine how it is out there if they ready to get lit, turn up.
Man, if I can help anybody, bruh, if you just want to make a couple $100 a day, work from 3:30 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Yeah, for sure.
every day.
Yep. And that's great advice. Because I try to wake up like around 3 or 4, to get
Hmm.
started by at least 5. But I remember one day I woke up like around I couldn't sleep. It was like 2 a.m. And I was like, man, fuck it, I'm just gonna get started. Man, within like a couple hours, I made like $100 quick. I'm like, damn, it's like
Yeah,
7 o'clock or something. I'm like, I'm already killing it. Now, should I hit my goal? I'm gonna go home. I went home before like 9 a.m. So
uh,
yeah, that time frame when people are like getting out of the club or
hmm
whatever the case may be. Well, at least in my market, Las Vegas, people they Sin City, who knows what they doing? They be gambling. There's been times I started 6 and they just got done gambling. I'm like, damn. Like shit, you've been at it all night. Or people they've been partying all night. So you never know. The most important thing is just being out there, man.
Man, I try to avoid those 2 a.m. rides. I didn't have people
Yep.
throw up and stuff.
That's
Yeah,
another. That's one of the risks. If
yeah,
you do those night hours, people getting drunk and yeah, man, it can be entertaining but also annoying. So
it
it's
can
like
be.
because people, if they drunk, they could be funny as hell. You can have a cool conversation, but then you get the ones that's like just inebriated, like you like man, like you can't even get in. You can't even get in because I can tell you. It's like you could barely get in. You gonna fall asleep. Now I'm gonna have to. I don't want to touch you, especially if you're a woman. I'm gonna have to try to like shake you and wake
Yeah.
you up. Yeah, because one last story. Because I had a
Mhm.
group of guys who got in like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago or so. It was like 4 of them. One dude, he was just so drunk. So once the ride ended, his friend trying to pull him, like he's pulling him, like hey, smacking him on the cheek. He's just out of it. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, you got to get him out. So he pulled him out, and he finally got up. But it's just stuff like that. Imagine it was just me, and I got to pull this joker out of my car. It's just annoying feeling.
Man,
Yeah.
I think my craziest ride I had, this is wild, bro. I picked up this lady from the club and she was done, completely drunk,
Oh
laid
man.
out across the back seat. So,
Right.
it's a woman, you don't want to put your hands on her in case you wake up. She's like, whoa, hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
So I get her to her home and I try to wake her up verbally. She ain't waking up. So I called this officer friend of mine. I'm like, look, man, I'm in a tough situation. I just need you to help this lady get into her. He get here, and now when the officers show up, if they on duty, they have to run your name in
Yeah.
the system to justify why they stopping there.
Right.
Man, he ran this lady name. She got 3 felony warrants, bro. So
Oh.
he get her from back there, and she's starting to wake up when he get out, and she like, "Where is this? I want to go home." He like, "Yeah, we gonna get you home." Put her in the back of the car and took her. That's one of them bad things where I felt bad because I ain't know whether it was right if I just helped her to the stairs and then got in trouble if she said the wrong thing,
Right.
or just letting him do his job, man.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't feel bad. I mean, I kind of. I'm like, oh well, like you shouldn't have been this drunk.
Yeah.
Like,
Why you
damn.
out and you got that going on?
Yeah, like you putting other people in an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather you go to jail than me get deactivated. Hey, that's your
Yep.
problem. Because if I'm trying to help you up, who knows how it could go? I don't know you. You drunk. You could wake up and you don't know you are nervous because you forget that you even got in the Uber, and next
Yep.
you trying to report and call on me, then I lose or get deactivated because your silliness. Like, no, I think you did the right thing. Shit.
She got out and she hit me with the 1 star though.
Oh, of course. Well.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Whatever.
Yeah, no accountability. That's the thing, man. As I said, people
Hmm.
like that, they have no accountability. They will give you a 1 star, try to report you over their mistakes. Like you got drunk, you put yourself in a stranger's car. He told you're at your destination. You not even waking up, and we can't even like try to lift you up or I'm not doing that. Like you got to get the fuck
Yeah.
out. It ain't my fault you got 3 felonies.
Man, most of these people will tell you, like, if you really looking at comments, they'll say XL is dead in Houston.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's not dead, man. It just depends on where you going.
Mm.
To anybody that's listening, bro. It's all about where you going.
You know what? That's a good point. I try not to. I don't at this point. I don't read the comments, but
Hmm.
question everything that people say in the comments because people they just say silly stuff. But you have to keep in mind most people are negative. Most people
Hmm.
really can't prove what they're saying. They just regurgitate stuff that other people say without even putting in the work. Oh, XL is dead or Uber X is dead. Like, how would you know? Like I want
Hmm.
to see your past 4 week earnings. Like what have you been consistently making over these past few weeks? And I guarantee they ain't gonna show you it's gonna be crickets. You're gonna see inconsistency. You're gonna see low hours. So a lot of these people they full of shit. They full of
Man,
shit.
listen, I like to say one last thing
Yeah, go
before
ahead.
you so I'm a diamond driver, and that may not mean a lot to everybody. Everybody got their own thing. But one thing I can say different, if you got an Uber card and you just like doing the regular driver away from the platinum and all of that,
Hmm.
doing regular on your backup balance, you get $50 if you need anything. If you a diamond driver, you get $150 if you run into a tough space.
Okay.
The reasons that I do it for the on the diamond side is because they pay for quite a bit of your maintenance. You get that Costco membership, and for my family, that's big for my kids and stuff like that.
Okay.
And that balance, if you run into any type of thing, well, let's just say you break down on the road and you don't have no money that day, man, just use your backup balance and pay that back tomorrow or something.
Wow.
It's
That's
$150.
that's some game. I never heard that. Yeah, how long does it take for you to receive? Is it like a kind of like an instant cash out or
The
the
150?
150? Yeah.
Oh, the minute you press it, it's done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everybody
Soon
who's
as
gonna be
you,
watching this, they're gonna be, oh shit, let me
man,
check.
but you gotta be a diamond driver, man. If you
Okay.
just a regular driver where you platinum or anything like that, it's $50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, man. That's some game, man. I think that's one of the best things I heard during the interviews, man, because not too many people look at that those type of rewards. Even myself, I haven't really deep dived into it, but now since you said that, I'm gonna spend some time to actually go through it and look and see what the benefits are. So I appreciate that, man.
Of course. And you get more exclusive trips. That's another thing.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, any last words or to get
I'm
people
all
on?
good.
All right.
Hustle, man. Hustle, bruh. I don't care what nobody's saying. Mute out
Yeah,
everybody that's driving.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, just get out there, man. Get out there. Don't be afraid to fail because you're only going to learn. Just think of David process, start out X, Comfort, Excel, mistakenly clicked on the Excel, pick somebody up at the railroads and bam, next getting busy. So man, you really don't lose, man. Only way you lose if you do nothing, if you listen to these negative channels or negativity or friends or family telling you, oh, that's not a real job or that's stupid. Why would you quit your job? Hey, man, it's your life, man. Only you know what's best for you, and don't be afraid to go after what you want in life. Because even if you don't want to do this, you can always get a job. That's going to be
Yeah.
there. So what do you have to lose?
Ain't trying to go back to no regular job, man.
Yeah, like what do you have to lose? Nothing, man. So don't be, and all that fear, worry, and doubt, it comes from inaction. You ain't doing shit besides sitting there, being a YouTube nerd, looking at other people's content. Well, I watched this one creator, and they said it's not worth it, or look how much money the drivers take, or I've been sitting at home, applying for jobs, just like Mike, from the video you was talking about. Talk about,
Yeah.
oh, I don't like to drive when it rains. Like, you don't like to drive at all. And, that's the type of avatar of people that we dealing with. But, man, shout out to you, David. Thanks once again for coming on. Shout
Thank
out
you for
to
having
Houston
me,
being the
man.
first person from Houston, Texas, to make 2 racks and coming on and sharing your story. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, number 102. So, keep this thing going. 2 racks a week.
Yeah.
Ronnie Speed, over and out. Drum roll.
Yeah.
Guitar. Piano. Violin. Peace.
Racks a week. Ronnie Speed. Yeah, Ronnie Speed. 60 hours.